Thank you for tuning in on the Generation Passion Show with your girl Ziggonometry, Ziggy. Stay tuned in. Coming up next on Generation Passion Show, actor Clarissa Roman. Hey, welcome to Generation Passion Show.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice and sunny day. How are you?
Yes, it is nice, sunny. I'm good and hot. Houston weather.
Yeah.
It's hot out here. Oh, man. It's so good to have you on the show. For y'all who are tuned in, I have Clarissa Roman, and she is an actor. Woo woo.
Yes, thank you for having me. Hello, everyone.
For sure. Thank you for being here. So let's just get right into it. So what projects are you currently working on?
Well, firstly, I'm working on There's Nothing I Can Do About It, directed by our great director, Mr. Manley. And I'm also going to be working on another show of his in July called Sunny and Blue.
Nice. Okay. And There's Nothing I Can Do About It, which is interesting because we're both in it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's coming up June 19th. Or excuse me, the 21st, 22nd, and the 23rd. 21st
Yes.
of June, 22nd, and the 23rd. And y'all can get your tickets. Go online, new Era Theatre Troupe.com, and you can get more details and information. Let's talk about There's Nothing I Can Do About It. This is a really awesome play. I love it.
Yes, it's definitely very creative. I think one of the things I like most about it is the fact that there are many different aspects of the play that can keep people interested in it. There's comedic aspects, serious aspects, sad and heart-wrenching, and then just joyous and happy.
Exactly. And that's what, as human beings, we experience those different feelings on a daily basis. So maybe that can be something that each person can take from the story. It's relatable in its own way. There's so many different characters. Let's talk about your character, Sharon.
Yes, Sharon is definitely a handful character. I think it's very fun to play her because I'm nothing like her. The way that she flirts and the way that she walks and laughs, she's so obnoxious, but she's obnoxious in the sense that she's likable. She is silly and she laughs, and she's one of those comedic drunks that people expect to be drunk, but also they know when she's there it's going to be a good time.
Right. She's the life of the party.
Yes.
Do you think your character is anything like you in any way?
I think there are certain parts about her that I would connect with. One of the main ones being the go-getter energy. When she wants something done, she makes sure it happens, despite the fact that there might be people or obstacles keeping her from getting it. And I definitely connect with that aspect of her. And I find that even more entertaining because she does all of this while being drunk all the time. It's like she never stops drinking, but it doesn't stop her from trying to, get music produced.
She's a workaholic.
And an alcoholic, yes.
I was trying to make it a little cute, butter it up a little bit. But what is totally different about the character? Something you'll be like, oh no, I would never say this or do this.
I don't drink. I'm straight edge. I don't drink at all. I try and stay away from most influences as possible. So to play someone that's drunk all the time is a challenge, but it's a fun challenge because I've never been drunk. I've never experienced what she experiences on a daily.
Mm-hmm. So since that's so different for you, you never experienced it, how is that process? Like when you're rehearsing or preparing for the character, getting into that role?
I listen to a lot of music. I listen to music and I kind of like try to like dance by myself to get in that fun, party, tipsy type of mood. And I try, it's one thing I struggle with and I have to like continue to push myself to do it. I try being as loud as possible, but sometimes it slips. And I think adding the loudness with the drunkenness is probably the hardest thing, because I want to be loud and be drunk. But if I'm focusing on, you know, the woozy, stumbling, tumbling drunk, then I miss the aspects of adding volume to my voice.
Interesting. Is there something that you just absolutely love about your character, Sharon?
I think she's funny. I think she's really funny. I love, one of my favorite things about playing this character is I love laughing like her, because she laughs at the most random things. And that laugh is nothing like my laugh. But doing it, I literally start laughing, trying to fake the laugh.
Right. And here, even during rehearsal, when I'm hearing you laugh, it just automatically makes me laugh. It's just so authentic. I'm like, wow, this is really funny. Like, this is hilarious. Just, you're laughing. Like, you just really just laughing it up. And so there's, of course,
that's what I want.
And that exactly. That is the goal. You're definitely doing it. What is now? Of course, we have other cast members of the production. There's nothing I can do about it. For you and your experience with this play, what do you think it takes to make a good scene partner? What makes a good scene partner?
I think the most important thing when having a scene partner, when playing a character that needs to have chemistry with another character, to connect with the scene partner, there needs to be an understanding. Whenever I'm on stage with Jordan, who plays Ezel, I always want to make sure that I have his permission before I do things. We went to school together. I just graduated, but we went to Texas Southern University together.
Oh, nice.
And we have that familiarity between each other, but I don't want to overstep without permission. I want to make sure, like, hey, Sharon needs to do this to Ezel. Is it okay before I do it?
Right.
And I think taking that into consideration when being a scene partner helps promote, like, healthy communication between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it also gives you the ability to know that you're not overstepping as an actor.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, that's what I really love and appreciate about the craft. It's like there's so much respect for it and integrity.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that is really awesome. And then you mentioned you are also doing another play coming up in July, Sunny and Blue.
Yes.
Which is with the same director.
It is, in fact, yes. He's very good. I love working with him. I love hearing his feedback. So he's my director, my first director outside of college. These will be my first 2 shows since graduating. And I'm excited to, like, jump out of the pan and into the fire. Mm-hmm. But with that comes, like, I want to make sure for my cast, for my crew, for the director, I want to make sure that I'm contributing to the show in any way that I can. And with Sunny and Blue, I think my character, Reagan, isn't that different than Sharon in that I need to keep up the high energy. I need to keep up being loud and, like, stretching myself out there for the entire cast, because Reagan is an MC. Reagan has to be the hype man.
Wow. And that's interesting because that's totally different from your character from the play that is coming up in June. There's nothing I can do about it. From Sharon, from playing like you described, an alcoholic who's drunk all the time. And then fast forward to this play, who's a DJ.
And yes and no. Yes, I believe so. Reagan's the type of person that comes out before shows to introduce guests and keep the crowd excited, so that when they watch the show, they can just explode with the excitement, as opposed to letting things drift between sets.
Mm-hmm. And that's how it was showcased back in the days, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Like when I do research and I see shows back in the 70s and 60s, they would have, like, it's safe to say, a host or someone to, you know, transition, like you said, between music and also get the crowd involved, get them hyped.
Yes, that was one of the big things back in the day, speaking with whoever was performing at the time and trying to keep the audience, like, enraptured. They were essentially the host of whatever performances were going on.
Exactly. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, and that's this play, you want to give them some information on what this play is about, Sunny and Blue?
Yes. So Sunny and Blue is an interesting piece. It follows the life of, I want to say her name is Terrell. I always mess up the name. But
Tammy Terrell.
Tammy Terrell. Yeah, oh my God. Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yep.
Yes.
Marvin Gaye, Motown Records.
It follows their life, and it follows their kind of forbidden sense of love, and ultimately it's his point of view of her, but it shows a lot of her life, how she was struggling, how she unfortunately lost her life at the age of 24, when at the start of the play we started with her being 21, and it shows that despite how excited someone is in their career, despite the future that they have for them, ultimately some things can be cut short, and it makes it both tragic and beautiful, because despite only having 3 years really, to be in the field that she loved, she was able to make the most of it and still be known for it despite all the years that had passed.
Wow, well said. Her story is so interesting, because it's like, you know, I grew up listening to her music, but I never knew her story until, like, doing this play and doing research and reading the script, of course. It's like, wow, she was so young to experience everything she went through with just love, her health, and up until her.
Yeah,
demise.
It makes you kind of look back on everything that was happening in the time and just realize, like, she found a way to overcome as much as possible, but in the end, a lot of people were exploiting her for that time. And through Marvin's point of view, you can see that despite the people that were trying to exploit her, despite the people that were trying to essentially just use her voice and not care about her as a person, she still had people that genuinely loved her.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. And I never knew her relationship with Marvin Gaye. Like, I mean, I would see it in the articles, and of course I knew they worked together and did music together, but it was like, wow, they really had a genuine love for each other.
Yes, that is why the forbidden romance type of thing is interesting, because most times you don't know until it's gone.
Right.
Because while his feelings for her were starting to grow more and more, we have to keep in mind he was married the entire time.
That's the thing. He was married. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But it's like, right, like you said, the forbidden. Wow, that is something. And it's like, wow, we wonder, was that his soulmate? You know?
Mm-hmm. There's a quote by Johnny Depp, and he goes, if you fall in love with two people, choose the second person, because if you were really in love with the first, you wouldn't have fallen in love with the second.
Oh, that's so well said. You said Johnny Depp said that?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Well said. That makes sense. Because to me, I always say, when you truly in love, it ain't no cheating. There ain't no cheating.
Yes.
It shouldn't even, that's not even a thought. Okay? So don't even try to come at me with that, because I did a little survey, and a lot of people were like, "Oh no, you could cheat and still be in love." I'm like, speak for yourself, because no, that's just an excuse, because ain't no way. There's no way.
There are certain cases that I've heard of where they say they're in love with their partner, but they're also not content with their life, so they look for someone else until their partner leaves them, and then you're stuck in the endless cycle of, well, now I can go for the person I really love, but give up my comfortability, my wife, my house, my family, and start over brand new, or I can just settle for what I have now and then just cheat on the side, which hurts everyone.
Right. And sad enough, it unfortunately happens all the time. Often, quite often. Happening right now. And the thing is, I just feel like, my opinion, that's just an excuse. I mean, I get it, certain situations can be different when kids are involved and then with finances, but still, again, it's an excuse, because where there's a will, there is a way. Ain't nobody got time for that. You don't got time to be dealing with that toxic stuff and making excuses for it.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I mean? Forget all that. But, y'all, Clarissa Roman, actor who is involved in 2 plays. The first one is in June. We were talking about There's Nothing I Can Do About It. Make sure y'all come and check it out. It's written by Donna Holloway and the director, John Michael Manley, which is an awesome director, by the way. And stay tuned. I'm going to have him on the show soon. And yes, y'all, we put so much hard work into this play, and I think the story is well written. The actor's phenomenal. I really enjoy working with you all, and I have learned so much during this process.
Yes, it's definitely been a blessing to work with everyone and see everyone's different creative inputs to the characters. Not one character is like the other, and that's also really nice. So it's been great.
That's a good point.
Working with everyone.
Every character is like completely different. Like there's nothing in common. Is there a character in the play that's like one of your favorites?
I think my favorite character would probably be Chanel.
Oh my gosh, she brings so much energy, and oh my goodness, I think the audience is gonna really love Chanel's character, because she's just loud. she's your average gold digger, would you call it? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just so her. Not far as her personally like that. I mean, her character just she plays the character so well. It's just so relatable. And I think a lot of people can be able to relate, whether it's a guy or a female, whether they've been in that situation, you know what I mean? Or just feel like they just been taken advantage of. And then you just see the other flip side of it. You see him with Chanel, and then you see him with another character, not Eureka, what's her name?
Renella.
I was going to say Panella, but right. So it's like there's a huge dynamic, and it's really cool to see that.
It is,
and
yes.
To see
I
the
very
growth.
much enjoy watching the expansion of all these characters. And what makes it interesting is that you might not like a character, but you don't hate the character. You genuinely get captured by them every time they're on stage. And that takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of power. But, for all of the actors, they do a really good job at pulling it together and making the most of themselves and their characters on stage.
Yes, I've seen, kudos to everyone, all the actors in this play, because I've really seen the growth. Starting from day one, when I first came in there and we just sat at the table and did a table read. When we're just reading through the script. And now to get up and being close to the show date. Friendly reminder, y'all, get y'all tickets June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And go online if you would like. Because if you come to the show and want to pay at the door, where the tickets are $30, $30 So they're $20 online. And if you go to the website, New Era, ERA, Theatre, and theater is spelled THEATRE, Troupe, TROUPE.com. And that's where you can get your tickets. We have the pre-sale tickets on there for $20. It'll be $30 at the door. The show starts at 7:30 for those 2 nights, June the 21st, 22nd. And on June 23rd, the show starts at 6 p.m., which is a Sunday. So you have 3 days of options. If you want to come to all days, by all means.
We would definitely appreciate it.
Yes. And is there anything you want to tell the audience or let the people know? What's a reason why they should purchase their ticket and come see the play? There's nothing I can do about it.
I think if you want to experience a wider range of emotions and passion, going to see There's Nothing I Can Do About It does that for you in the span of an hour to 2 hours. You can feel everyone's distress, everyone's happiness. You can feel the energy. There's no dry spots in this play. Even when there's sadness in one scene, the very next scene is bursting with frustration. None of the play drops too much that you find yourself drifting or just wondering whether or not you wasted your time there. It is very fast-paced and it is very energetic, and you're going to laugh a lot. Sometimes you might feel bad for laughing because you didn't think that would be funny, but I think it's good for the whole family.
Yeah, I was wondering, is there an age limit? Can kids come too? Or is there like a...
I think it would probably be a 13, and up situation, just because of the cursing.
Right.
And if their parent feels comfortable bringing them, then,
Okay.
What is it? Parental advisory?
PG.
Yes.
Y'all heard it first. Clarissa Roman, thank you so much for coming on the Generation Passion Show. And I look forward to seeing you in rehearsal. And for
yes,
show.
Ma'am, you have... Thank you for having me. I most certainly will see you in rehearsal very soon.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. And y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. As you can hear, Clarissa's still in character. She's still giggling over there. But sharing character. So that's the name of the play. The play is called There's Nothing I Can Do About It. Clarissa will play, her role will be Sharon. So if y'all come to the play and you remember hearing Sharon, this is who Sharon is. And I will be Chanel. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be having more interviews coming up with more cast members from the play. There's Nothing I Could Do about it. And also with the director, Mr. John Manley. And y'all get y'all tickets. And I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout to any feedback, comments, if y'all have any things that can help us grow. And this is a great opportunity for y'all to come and see a comedy and a romantic play at the same time. You heard it first. Thank you, Clarissa.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in on the Generation Passion Show with your girl Ziggonometry. Ziggy.